Welcome to the General Information and Safety Procedures video for the fancy cord winding operation. Please pay attention to the following important information. At A&E, safety is the #1 priority. No matter what process or machine you are working with, you must always wear earplugs. When working in the fancy cord room, there are special requirements for personal protective equipment. Because the fancy cord is a hygiene product, precautions are taken. All fancy cord PPE can be found in the box directly outside of the fancy cord room. 4 things must be worn at all times when in the fancy cord room. First, shoe covers must be worn. Second, each operator must wear a hairnet. Third, operators must wear a face mask if they have any facial hair. Fourth, operators are given a lab coat to wear while in the room. Fancy cord is a hygiene product, so self-sanitation is key for operators. Utilize the various hand sanitizer dispensers throughout the room multiple times during your shift. Here is a quick recap on the required personal protective equipment that fancy cord knit spin operators must wear. Number 1, earplugs. Number 2, lab coat. Number 3, hairnet. Number 4, face mask if you have facial hair. And number 5, shoe cover. Each winder consists of 4 winding spindles. One winder is associated with one knit spin frame. Winder 1 is associated with knit spin frame 1, so it only runs packages on white and yellow tubes. Winder 2 is associated with knit spin frame 2, so it only runs packages on brown tubes. Winder 3 is associated with knit spin frame 3, so it only runs packages on blue tubes. Winder 4 is associated with knit spin frame 4, so it only runs packages on pink tubes. On each winder, a spindle rewinds knit spin packages together that come from the same knit spin spindle. Before splicing a new package, check to ensure that the knit spin spindle number on the new package label is the same as the number listed on the winder spindle sticky note. As with any operation, it is very important to pay attention to all warning signs and labels. In the fancy cord room, warnings are located on the spindles, frames, and the televisions positioned throughout the room. Also, be aware of the location of the emergency shutoff button below the control frames. When your shift is over or you are exiting the fancy cord room for a break, personal protective equipment must be disposed of in the appropriate locations. Shoe covers, hairnets, and face masks should be thrown away in the marked trash can by the exit doors. Lab coats can be hung on the hooks next to the exit doors. Thank you for watching the General Information and Safety Procedures video for the fancy cord winding operation. Do not forget, at A&E, safety is the #1 priority. Please know the procedures and rules before you attempt to operate any machine or move on to the next video, knowing the winding materials, machine, and tools.